Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Camille Shimokin, and I am coming to you with another video about how to book your flights to Punta Cana for the spring break Punta Cana trip. So this video will be about Charleston, South Carolina. Um, Basically, the format will go, I will walk you all through how to find flights, give you guys tips based off of flight options that we see that may not be preferable for this trip, and then also go ahead and show you how to upload those bad boys into Air Affordable and then make your deposit. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're first going to want to go to priceline.com, and then you're going to click on flights, and then you're going to want to put in Charleston and then to Punta Cana. A lot of people ask me what day should they arrive, and it depends on the flight that you choose. I'm going to provide you guys with flights that you will arrive and depart same day, so you're not spending a day or two, doing a layover in like Atlanta or something like that, because even though it's cheap, you're going to be just exhausted in commuting that, it really dulls down your experience. So I'm going to show you guys flights that I would prefer to fly with and why I prefer to fly with them. And then I'm going to do one adult and then economy. If you guys want to fly business or coach, more power to you. You'll just adjust it for business and coach. So right now, Priceline is finding us some awesome flight deals. So the first thing I'm going to do is narrow down the flight. You know what? I should never done it. I did. Oh, sorry. I did this prematurely. So we're gonna go with whatever Southwest or Priceline finds the cheapest for us. Okay. And I'm gonna go over why I don't like these particular flights. So this flight is $428, which looks like an amazing deal, but let's go and look at this flight a little bit further. And I'm going to dissect why I recommend that you don't book flights like this, okay? So this flight leaves Charleston at 7:06 p.m. at night. So that means already that you're losing a day of travel and that you're losing a day of your trip. And then you have a 21-hour layover in Atlanta. So you won't get to Punta Cana till 9:10 p.m. the next day on the 25th. So you've already lost 2 days of your trip, right? So that's why I recommend that you stay away from flights like this. Yes, it's a good deal. It's 428, but that good deal comes with some stipulations. So don't book flights like this unless you may push this date back. So instead of leaving on the 24th, you leave on like the 23rd or the 22nd or something like that. So by the time you arrive on the 24th, but you arrive like at night on the 24th. But still then, I wouldn't recommend you doing that either because it doesn't, I would rather pay more just to have a shorter flight. So let's talk about the flight going back. The flight going back isn't too bad. I still think leaving that late from the resort because checkout is at noon. So from noon till maybe around 4, you will be, just walking around the hotel, maybe drinking, eating, things like that. But you won't be able to check back into your room. So leaving that late isn't preferable to me. And then you have a 9-hour overnight flight in JFK. And then you get to Charleston the next day at 10:26. Again, I'm not a big fan of this flight. I think, yeah, it's super cheap. 428 is a really great price, but I'm willing to pay a little bit more to have some convenience. And so with my videos, what you're going to notice is that I may look over these cheap flights, and I will look over these cheap flights if they're not feasible and if they don't make sense. This flight right here makes no sense to me. It's just way too long. You're commuting, like you're gonna spend majority of your trip in the air or going in and out of airports, sleeping in airports, all that other stuff. And I just don't feel like, for a 4-day trip that's necessary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to decrease the flight duration time to about 12 hours and 28 minutes. And we're going to look at some flights that's a little bit more, but I feel that they will provide you with exactly what you need for your trip. Okay. So this option is wonderful. Okay. So let's look at this and compare the two. So this one, you leave Charlotte at 7 a.m. You get to Houston at 8:48. You have a 1 hour and 2 minute layover. Perfect. And so you'll get to Punta Cana by 3:05 p.m., which is great because check-in time is around 3:05. So that's great that you get in around that time. And then you leave Punta Cana at 11:40 a.m., which is a little early, but not too early. You have a layover in Dulles, Washington Airport for an hour and 49 minutes, and you get back to Charleston by 7:09. So that's great. This is the flight that we're going with. It is about $200 more, but you get what you pay for, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this because you need this flight information in order to upload to Air Affordable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click these three little dots over here. If you're using Chrome, you'll click these dots as well. If you're using Firefox or Internet Explorer, it will be something similar. I just don't know because I don't use those web browsers. And then you're going to go to print. And then you're going to save this as a PDF. You're not going to print this up and upload this. No, you're going to save it as a PDF. And if you need to save it or change your settings, you can usually change your settings in destination. But again, it may be a little bit different for your computer. So definitely, just make sure you're doing the right thing. And then you're going to press save. And then I'm going to put Charleston to PUJ. And then I'm going to press save. Once I do that, we're going to go head over to Air Affordable. So with Air Affordable, you're going to log in and then it's going to take you to the calculator screen. The calculator screen just is going to let you know about, how much would you be paying for this flight. So I put in my dates and then I need to modify the price because it was $119.23. Okay, I'm just going to copy that because I'm going to need that information later. And then Control Z. You can choose between paying every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. I'm going to go with every 4 weeks. And then it's going to pull up the information. So the flight is $632.23. The service charge is $82.19. Bring your grand total to be $714.42. So your upfront payment today is $240.25. And then, so you'll make that payment today, and then your subsequent payments will be $237.08 due February 19th and March 19th, and then they will issue your flights on March 20th. So if you like it, you can go ahead and book it. And now we need to upload the flight. So I'm going to let them know that I found this flight off of Priceline, and then I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to press next. And then it's going to ask me, what kind of flight is this? This is a round trip flight. And I'm going from Charleston to Punta Cana. And I'm going to press next. And they're going to ask you, when are you going? And I'm going from March 24th through the 27th. And I'm going to press next. And then I'm going to input the price, which is at $619.23. And I'm going to press next again. And then I'm going to pay every 4 weeks. It tells me the price. Everything looks good. So I'm going to press accept. And then it's going to tell me to put my information. So the primary traveler, that will be me, or if it's you that's booking it. If you want to add additional travelers, you can definitely do that. And that's something that I love about Air Affordable, that you can add multiple travelers on one reservation. And then once you're done with adding the travelers, then you'll put your card information into Air Affordable, and then you will press submit. So I'm not going to go any further because there's some sensitive information. So it's really that easy to upload your flight to Air Affordable and kind of, get that whole thing situated. Also, one thing, if you want to book your flight outright, which, I totally recommend if you got the 619, just go ahead and press continue to checkout and then book it. One thing I will recommend if you are looking to pay your flight in full is to have travel insurance. Travel insurance allows you to protect your investment, which is your trip. So typically travel insurance is under $30 for a flight. And then if you need to cancel, they will allow you to cancel and get a full refund. So definitely go ahead and add that travel insurance if you can to your package so that you can have that peace of mind. But other than that, that is pretty much it, you guys. I want to say, thank you so much for tuning in, watching these video series, and learning how you can book your flight through Air Affordable, and seeing how easy it is. So I know a lot of you all are first-time travelers, so it can be intimidating to book flights, but I want to create these videos for you guys because I want to make sure that you feel confident with booking your flights on your own, especially if this is your first time flying or first time out the country. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.